What's going on, guys? Calvin from NWD229 here with another topic for y'all. First-time car buyers, or even if you're not a first-time car buyer, just somebody who needs to make better choices with car purchases. Here, got a few tips for you. Mind you, these are some tips that me and D picked up from buying our first few cars, the mistakes we learned from. So we kind of want to keep you guys from making the same mistakes that we made in car purchases. And the first one I want to point out is do not rush. You have gone all these years without this car. You can go a few more months, weeks, whatever without this car. Because what happens when you rush, you go into a purchase emotionally. So you end up buying a car that may not have been the best choice financially, may not have been the best deal you could have gotten on that car because you were so excited. And that's what the salesman is going to do. He's going to get you excited. So you're so excited, you get the car, and you're like, man, I could have gotten something else. Prime example, I use myself. My first car was a Scion TC. Now, I love the car. I don't have any complaints about the car per se, but looking back on it, had I really been thinking, I could have gotten a used 335i or a Lexus IS300, Lexus IS350 instead of a brand new Scion TC, which ended up costing way more than I think it should have. So looking back on that, I probably would have said, hey, let me take my time and go look at some more stuff because I could have gotten a little bit more performance, which I wasn't too big into performance back in high school, but I could have gotten a little bit better performance without having to spend, I think that car was like 20 something after we got done with it. And I could have really gotten a better deal on the car. Also, as far as rushing into a deal goes, you tend to overlook the details. So you may overlook something like how big of a difference your interest rate makes, as D mentioned in his car buying video before this one. You may look over little things like imperfections on the car that you should have gotten fixed, as opposed to just finding one in better condition. Secondly, know your product. So before I bought the M3, I looked into this car so extensively that I knew what was going to happen to the car before it happened. For example, at 60K miles, my throttle actuators went out. I went to a dealership and pretty much told them this is what's going on with the car. Of course, they had to run their tests and find out, but eventually it came back. Throttle actuators. That's what I mean. Before you buy the car, know what to expect. Because a lot of people buy cars and they figure, oh, the payment is this much a month. I can afford that. But can you afford the tires? Can you afford the brakes? Can you afford things that break on the car? Can you afford the gas? Things like that are things you need to take into consideration. Know your car before you buy it. And especially know your car before you go to the dealership, because the dealer's going to tell you anything to get that car off their lot. Another thing I want to mention to you guys, go certified if possible. Your budget may vary. It may be more difficult to find a certified option, but certified pre-owned on most cars means dealership has to make that car like new, and they give you an extended warranty. So say I go and I want a 2016 Accord. 2016 Accord, brand new V6 loaded, may run me 30, 31K, right? I can find a used one, let's say for 25K, certified pre-owned. Now I get a 100,000 mile warranty and essentially a brand new car because they have to change everything from tires to brakes as needed. So you get a better car, you get a better warranty. It's really hard to beat that deal, and you save that overhead hit from a brand new car. It's really, really hard to beat certified. If you can't go certified, look into aftermarket warranties. Now, I will say I'm the first to be kind of skeptical about aftermarket warranties because D can mention to you, he actually had aftermarket warranty on one of his cars, and literally all they did was find ways to not pay for things. Well, on this car, I actually have an aftermarket warranty through Allstate. And as long as you read the fine print and know what's in the warranty and what they do cover, and look up reviews on the warranty company, you should be fine. That being said, Allstate has done about $5,000 worth of warranty work on this car, and all I had to do was drop the car off, and that was all taken care of. So look into aftermarket warranties as well, guys. A little sidebar I want to throw in there about the aftermarket warranties, though. Make sure you don't overpay for it because it is possibly going to be financed into your car. So make sure you're not putting yourself upside down or in the hole on your car just to have that warranty on it. It may be better to find you a certified one or look into maybe doing the maintenance yourself. The last thing I want to mention, guys, is stick to your guns. So once you've done your research on your car, you know what car you want, you know how much you want to pay for it, and you go to the dealership or the salesman and see that car, stick to what you know, because the salesmen are going to tell you anything. For example, my most irritating moment is the time I went to the Lexus dealership looking at a car for someone, and she wanted an IS350, and all I kept hearing from the salesman was, oh, the IS250 is quicker out the line, and it's this, that, and the other. I know that's not true, but anybody who doesn't know any better may go in there and say, oh, well, he told me this, let me get this, and then you end up with a car you really didn't want. Stick to your guns as far as price, the car you want, the options you want. Stick to your guns because you have to live with it. That salesman does not. Guys, just a few car buying tips I want to throw out there at y'all. I hope y'all make really smart car buying decisions. We're all in this thing together. We love enthusiast cars. We love fun cars. We just love driving. But don't make it a financial burden on yourself, guys. This has been Calvin from Nowhere Drive 229. I'm out. Check out the rest of our channel, though.